Can I help you? No?
Okay, I just keep seeing you drive by. I was just curious if you were lost or something.
No, not at all.
Can I ask you what you're doing?
Is it any of your business?
I mean, kinda.
You don't owe anyone any explanation as to what it is that you're doing in your vehicle. So there are strategies out there that parents use to help their kids fall asleep when they're being restless. You can either pick them up out of their crib, you can either walk around the house with them, sometimes they like the little motion, you can push them in their little swing, or, as has been proven, many kids like the little stroll that they could take with their parents in the car. Calms them down, helps them fall asleep. So when you want to put your kid to bed, any one of those strategies, depending on your kid, it might work. His father in Fort Hunter, Savannah, Georgia, his name is Gerald H. Patton, so he wanted to take his little daughter around to help her fall asleep. So he put her in the car and then started driving around his neighborhood in hopes that at some point she would fall asleep. Luckily enough, it worked, until one of the neighbors started paying attention to what it is that he was doing and decided to confront him.
Can I help you? No?
Okay, I just keep seeing you drive by. I was just curious if you were lost or something.
No, not at all.
Can I ask you what you're doing?
Is it any of your business?
I mean, kinda.
No, it's not.
I mean, it kinda is.
I mean, it's kind of not.
I mean, you keep driving in front of my house for some reason or another, and I would like
I'm
to
driving
know why.
around the whole block. How am I just driving in front of your house?
Exactly, it's weird.
What's weird about me driving around?
Well, where I'm from, you see somebody busting a block around there, either somebody about to get shot or you're looking for somebody to mess with or something.
If I was looking to shoot somebody, I would have been did it.
Okay.
That don't make sense.
Okay.
You don't know what I'm doing, so you want to stop. You want to literally come in the middle of the road and stop my car, and you have no idea what I'm doing because I'm just driving around the block.
And I was just trying to figure out what
do you own
you
this
were
block?
doing. No, but I pay for.
You paid
this
there,
house. Yes.
there. Okay, how about going to your house? Don't step in front of the street again. You want my license plate? Go ahead.
I do.
Go ahead, get it. It's back there. You done? You can call the MPs? What house you live in?
Right here.
Right here? The red one?
Yeah.
All right, don't worry. I'll be right back, okay? I'm gonna go put my daughter away because that's what I was doing. I was riding around to put my child to sleep. Why you so fucking nosy?
Well, why can't you say
Because it's not none of your business. I don't need to tell you shit. That's the crazy part, right? Because we live here. You don't know me from a can of paint. I don't know you. But I seen you eyeing me every time I came around.
Because it's kind of weird.
Because it's kind of weird that I want to put my child to sleep. I don't got to tell you what I'm doing. I don't got to tell you shit. Not a damn thing. I got a 1-year-old in the car and I'm trying to put her to sleep. But you're so fucking nosy that you want to watch me go around the block 8 times. And I knew you was going to do some fuck shit. I really knew you was going to do some shit. But it's all right. I'll be right back. I'm going to go put my daughter away and we can have a man-to-man talk. All right? Yep.
So you saw the video, and the father, the one that was actually driving, the one that was driving his daughter around to help her fall asleep. So he does a bit of a follow-up in regards to this interaction. Here's what he says.
Wrote a statement that she wants me to read to y'all. Appreciate this comment. Hi, everyone. I want to take a minute to clear the air and explain what exactly happened because there are a lot of opinions flying around and I think people are missing the bigger picture. That day, I was driving around the block to help my baby fall asleep. If you are a parent, you know the motion of the car can calm a baby down. It's something I've done many times before. I wasn't speeding. I wasn't stopping in front of anyone's house. I was simply circling the block. A man stepped out and stood in the road, which made me stop. He asked, "Hey, are you lost?" I said no. Then he asked, "Can I ask you what you are doing?" I then told him no. He could not ask me what I was doing. He then said, "Well, you're driving around in front of my house and that looks pretty suspicious." I corrected him and said, "I've driven around the entire block, not just his house." He pushed further and said he had the right to know why. I told him respectfully, no, he does not. He insisted that he lived there, and I told him, "Okay, so Go back to your house. What I am doing is none of your business, and I don't have to tell you, he replied. Actually, you do. Now let me pause here. This interaction wasn't loud, it wasn't violent, but it was a problem because the moment someone blocks your path and insists you explain yourself, especially when you're doing absolutely nothing wrong, is no longer just a question. It becomes a demand, and that's not okay. I didn't respond with yelling. I responded with boundaries because I don't owe anyone any explanation for peacefully driving my baby around on a public street. That's not suspicious. That's parenting. Let's be real. Concern for your neighborhood is valid, but the moment that concern turns into entitlement, it becomes something else. If the roles were reversed and I stood in the street stopping people to demand their reasoning for driving, we all know it would be seen very differently. This wasn't about race for me at the time. It was about respect and understanding rights. I had every legal and moral right to not explain myself. And while people keep saying you could have just said you were putting your baby to sleep, that's true. I could have, but I didn't. I didn't have to, and that's the point. So no, he wasn't aggressive, but he was entitled. And I want people to understand that setting boundaries does not mean you're angry. It means you know your rights and you're not shrinking to make someone else feel comfortable.
And in my opinion, he's absolutely 100% right.
What?
You don't owe anyone any explanation as to what it is that you're doing in your vehicle. There's no law that says that you can't circle the block 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. Someone may find it suspicious, but you haven't broken any rules. They might find the action weird, but it's not their business. What if you weren't driving? Let's say you were walking around the block just to kind of get your steps in for the day, and you walked around the block 40 times. These are the very same people that would say that they find it weird when they see a black person running, even though he might just be jogging. Your suspicion doesn't have to be nullified by that person, but you could see some of the reaction even while he was giving his explanation to say that this is what transpired. You saw the guy walk directly in front of the car wanting an explanation. Let me ask you this. Reverse the role. What kind of an explanation do you think he would have gotten? Or just change things up for a second. Say it was a woman in the car and a guy stopped her and asked, hey, what are you doing around this neighborhood? You've been driving around endlessly forever. Would people not call that harassment? So in my opinion, you owe no one an explanation for what it is that you do in your car with your family. And last I checked, in those type of neighborhoods, the only law that you could really break when it comes to driving is speeding. And as long as his speedometer was keeping within range, he could do as he pleases. You could drive around 100 times if you want to. Who's to say you're not just testing your car? But that's just my thoughts. What's yours? Whatever your thoughts are, leave them in the comment section. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like, and I will see you again on the next one. Be easy, y'all.